All right, here with Allie Ewing after her first round at the Chevron Championship. First major of the year, what was sort of going through your head today before you teed it up?
Yeah, I had a really good few days of preparation. Just really trying to figure out the golf course. There's some really good holes, some good challenging holes. But it's a new golf course, a new test, so there's not really an expectation there. It's just kind of go out there and play one hole individually, and then go to the next. And I was able to do that pretty well today, with aside of one little stumbling block. But yeah, just the preparation I got, felt like I was prepared to tee it up today, regardless of the score.
Yeah, you said you were working on figuring it out the first few days. What did you sort of learn about this new course?
Yeah, I think it's mostly when I get to any golf course, I really have my process of what I'm going through. It's just tee balls off each hole. What's the line? Really dialing in the speed of the greens, and then Bermuda grass. You can just get so many different lies around the greens with that. So I think it's just being able to anticipate how the ball's going to react on the greens, off the greens, and all that stuff.
You brought up a little stumble. What are some of the challenges you saw out there, and maybe what you struggle with on that hole particularly?
Yeah, I just strictly pulled a 3-wood into the water over there, took a drop, and hit a good approach shot. That pin was just kind of tucked over there to the left, and my approach shot ran through the green, and I didn't hit a putt high enough, and it kind of caught the slope. So, just a couple of poor shots that kind of led to a double. But moved on and played 3 solid holes coming in.
Cool. Steve, Go ahead.
Not a breath of wind out there this morning, and it looks like 3 or 4 under might be leading. How hard is this place?
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of wind towards the back 9. It just kind of came through occasionally. It wasn't a lot by any means, but occasionally you just got a little bit of wind. It's playing tough. The pins on a few holes are not easy. You have some good scoring opportunities on certain holes, but there's water in play around this golf course, so you have to hit your shots and execute, and then you also have to roll in some really tough putts. Like I made a putt specifically on hole 11 with that back pin, and I promised I was looking like 5 feet right of the pin, and just so those are the putts that you just go, well, I'm going to try to line up my speed, match the line, and it just so happened to go in. You're just trying to hit a really good putt there with good speed, and it's just about executing and staying in every single shot. A major is grueling. It's a good test of golf, so I'm just pleased. Any round under par to major, I'll take.
Anytime you play a new golf course in a major for the first time, you sort of learn what kind of golf course it is. Everybody had said coming into this, ball striker's golf course. Is that correct now that you've got one round in competition?
Yeah, I think you definitely have to have control of your golf ball. Some of these pins are really tough to get to. Some pins that I don't think many people will challenge, but I would agree. I think it takes a lot of precision. It takes a lot of really good shot making. There's no doubt if you strike the ball well, it should give you a good chance.
How long, how long did it play out there?
There were a few holes for sure that played pretty long. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Two's a good hole. I think even 11 today played longer than it did with the back pin. You just get some tucked pins, and then you get a little bit of length, and Bermuda grass in the fairways even can be a challenge. You've got to be able to read Bermuda grass in the fairway to know if you're kind of digging in or if it's down grain. I think it's just correctly anticipating what the ball's going to do and react, and your club's going to react with the ground.
You've been in contention in a lot of majors over the years. What have you learned from all those situations combined?
Yeah, I think I'm more than capable of winning one. And then 2, I think it's, I've had times where I've gotten ahead of myself, and we all try our best not to do that, but you can kind of see some light and get excited, and it's so much just about continuing to do what you did on, the first hole of the tournament, and just running really good routines, staying in the process. Dan and I have a great relationship. We've been together working for, I guess we're in year 7 together, so I have a comfort with him on the bag, and we just try to stay within our own lane and execute one shot at a time.
What did you do to prepare ahead of the major?
To prepare ahead of the major, got in some good work with my coaches. I went to Birmingham and watched my husband and his team play some really good golf at SECs, and got in a little practice there too. But yeah, just a good prep work week with my coaches, and just try to get dialed and mentally prepped.
I know we're only 18 holes in, but a strong performance here would be a good argument for the Solheim Cup. How much is that on your mind?
Yeah, I'm just so much of a person that just thinks good golf takes care of itself. I've got lots of holes ahead of me, regardless of what happens with this tournament. And I mean, yeah, I've played 2 Solheim Cups, and that's a team that I want to be on. But I think good golf will take care of itself.
Perfect. Thank you, Allie.
Thank y'all.